Are you anointed by God? Have you ever felt a deep sense of purpose or experienced events that seemed too significant to be mere coincidences? Have you wondered if you might be anointed by God? In Islam, being anointed signifies a special favor and guidance from Allah, marking you for a unique and significant purpose. Recognizing the signs of this divine anointing can provide clarity and direction in your life. Let me share a story that beautifully illustrates this concept. The story of Prophet Yusuf, a.s. The story of Prophet Yusuf, as Prophet Yusuf, a.s., was the beloved son of Prophet Yaqub, a.s. From a young age, Yusuf exhibited qualities that set him apart. He had dreams that foretold his future greatness, and his father recognized his unique gifts. However, his brothers, envious of him, plotted against him and ultimately sold him into slavery. Despite the hardships, Yusuf remained steadfast in his faith and trust in Allah. His journey took him from being a slave to a prisoner and eventually to a high-ranking advisor in Egypt. Throughout his trials, Yusuf experienced divine interventions, spiritual insights, and an unwavering sense of purpose. Yusuf's story is a powerful example of what it means to be anointed by God, marked by signs of special favor and guidance from Allah. Let's explore these signs and see how they might appear in our own lives. But before we begin, I noticed that 91% of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel, while only 9% are. If you enjoy our content and find it valuable, please consider subscribing. It really helps us grow and reach more people with our message. Your subscription ensures you won't miss out on any future videos and supports us in creating more valuable content for you. Let's go. Number 1. A strong sense of purpose. Have you ever felt an inner drive that seemed unshakable, a calling that you just couldn't ignore? Imagine waking up every day with a clear sense of direction, feeling pulled towards a mission that feels bigger than yourself. This is one of the clearest signs of being anointed by God. Experiencing a strong sense of purpose in Islam is seen as being chosen by Allah to fulfill a specific role or mission. The Quran states, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me." This verse reminds us that our ultimate purpose is to worship and serve Allah, and those who are anointed often feel a profound pull towards this divine service. But why do some people feel this calling so strongly? According to research, individuals with a clear sense of purpose tend to be more resilient and have better mental health. It's like having a compass that guides your decisions and actions, providing a sense of direction and fulfillment. This sense of purpose can manifest in various ways, such as a calling to help others, spread knowledge, or fight for justice. It is a guiding force that shapes your decisions and actions, providing clear direction in life. You may find yourself naturally gravitating towards activities and roles that align with this sense of purpose, feeling deep satisfaction and fulfillment when you engage in them. Moreover, this sense of purpose often comes with a sense of urgency and responsibility. Reflecting on the words of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, "The best of people are those that bring most benefit to the rest of mankind." This saying encourages us to recognize our purpose in benefiting others, aligning our actions with the greater good as a form of worship and service to Allah. Remember, this strong sense of purpose is a guiding force that shapes your life. By listening to that inner voice and following where it leads you, you can discover your divine mission. Number 2. Heightened Spiritual Insight. Have you ever experienced moments of deep spiritual clarity? How do these insights influence your daily life? Another sign of being anointed by God is having heightened spiritual insight. This means being able to perceive and understand spiritual truths more deeply than others. The Quran says, "And those who strive for us, we will surely guide them to our ways." And indeed, Allah is with the doers of good. This verse highlights that those who seek Allah sincerely are granted deeper understanding and wisdom. Heightened spiritual insight allows you to see beyond the surface and comprehend the deeper meanings and purposes of life events. It often comes as moments of clarity, intuition, or inspiration that guide you on your path. These insights can provide answers to difficult questions, reveal hidden truths, and offer guidance in making important decisions. Furthermore, this spiritual insight enhances your ability to recognize and interpret signs from Allah. You might notice patterns, coincidences, or events that seem to carry a deeper meaning, feeling a sense of connection and communication with the divine. This spiritual awareness enhances your ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Reflecting on the words of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, the strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer, while there is good in both. This encourages us to strive for spiritual strength and insight, recognizing that this understanding is a sign of divine favor and guidance. Remember, with heightened spiritual insight, you can navigate life with wisdom and clarity. Number 3. Inner peace and resilience. Have you ever noticed how some people remain calm and composed even in the toughest situations? How do they find this inner peace and resilience? Anointed individuals often possess a profound sense of inner peace and resilience. The Quran states, "Indeed, those who have said, 'Our Lord is Allah,' and then remained steadfast, the angels will descend upon them, saying, 'Do not fear and do not grieve, but receive good tidings of paradise, which you were promised.'" This verse highlights the tranquility and strength that come from steadfast faith. This inner peace is not dependent on external circumstances. Instead, it is a deep-rooted serenity that comes from a strong connection with Allah. It enables you to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity, knowing that you are guided and protected by a higher power. Consider a moment when everything around you seemed chaotic, yet you felt an inexplicable sense of calm. This serenity often stems from trusting in Allah's plan and knowing that every challenge has a purpose. This resilience allows you to bounce back from setbacks with a positive outlook, viewing difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning. Reflecting on the words of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, "How wonderful is the affair of the believer, for his affairs are all good," and this applies to no one but the believer. If something good happens to him, he is thankful for it, and that is good for him. If something bad happens to him, he bears it with patience, and that is good for him. This saying encourages us to adopt a mindset of gratitude and patience, which are key components of inner peace and resilience. Remember, inner peace and resilience are signs of divine support and guidance. Number 4. The ability to inspire and lead others. Another sign of being anointed by God is the natural ability to inspire and lead others. In Islam, leaders are seen as those who guide others towards righteousness and truth. The Quran states, "And we made them leaders guiding by our command, and we inspired to them the doing of good deeds, establishment of prayer, and giving of zakat, and they were worshippers of us." Being anointed often means that people naturally gravitate towards you for guidance and support. Your words and actions inspire others to strive for goodness and righteousness. This leadership is not about seeking power, but about serving others and guiding them towards a better path. Think about the moments when your advice or actions have motivated others to make positive changes in their lives. This ability to lead and inspire comes from your deep sense of purpose and spiritual insight. You can connect with people on a meaningful level, understanding their needs and motivating them to achieve their best. Reflecting on the example of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, who led with humility, compassion, and a genuine desire to help others, we see the essence of true leadership. He said, "The leader of a people is their servant." This approach encourages us to lead with empathy and to focus on the well-being of others. Remember, the ability to inspire and lead others is a powerful sign of being anointed, reflecting your divine purpose. By guiding others towards righteousness, you fulfill your role as a servant leader, exemplifying the qualities that Allah has bestowed upon you. Number 5. Extraordinary empathy and compassion. Do you often find yourself deeply moved by the struggles of others? How do you balance this compassion with your own well-being? Anointed individuals often exhibit extraordinary empathy and compassion. The Quran emphasizes the importance of compassion, stating, "And we have not sent you, O Muhammad, except as a mercy to the worlds." This verse highlights the Prophet's role as a source of mercy and compassion for all. This empathy allows you to deeply understand and share the feelings of others, driving you to take action to help those in need. It is a reflection of Allah's compassion and mercy working through you, guiding you to serve and support others. Consider the times when you felt a strong urge to help someone in distress, whether it's a friend going through a tough time or a stranger in need. This extraordinary empathy means that you are highly attuned to the emotions and needs of those around you. You can sense when someone is struggling and are often moved to offer support and comfort. Reflecting on the example of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, who embodied the highest levels of empathy and compassion, we see the essence of what it means to be anointed with these qualities. He said, "The believers in their mutual kindness, compassion, and sympathy are just like one body. When one of the limbs suffers, the whole body responds to it with wakefulness and fever." This saying encourages us to see ourselves as part of a greater whole, feeling and responding to the suffering of others. Number 6. Experiencing divine interventions. Have you ever experienced moments where events seem to align perfectly, as if guided by a higher power? How do these moments influence your faith? Another sign of being anointed by God is experiencing divine interventions. These are moments when it feels like Allah's hand is directly guiding and protecting you. The Quran says, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and provide for him from where he does not expect." This verse highlights the miraculous ways in which Allah provides for and guides those who trust in Him. These interventions can come in various forms, such as unexpected opportunities, protection from harm, or solutions to problems that seem to come out of nowhere. They are signs that you are under the special care and guidance of Allah. Think about the times when you faced a difficult situation, and just when you thought there was no way out, something happened that changed everything for the better. These divine interventions reinforce your faith and remind you that you are not alone in your journey. Reflecting on the story of Prophet Musa, a.s., who experienced divine interventions throughout his life, we see how Allah's guidance can manifest in extraordinary ways. From being saved as an infant to leading his people out of Egypt, Musa's life was marked by moments where Allah's intervention was clear. Remember, experiencing divine interventions is a sign of Allah's special favor and protection. By recognizing and appreciating these moments, you can strengthen your faith and trust in His plan. Number 7. Unexplainable protection from harm. Another sign of being anointed by God is experiencing unexplainable protection from harm. This means that you often find yourself shielded from dangers in ways that seem miraculous. The Quran states, "For each one are successive angels before and behind him who protect him by the decree of Allah." This verse highlights the presence of divine protection over believers. This protection can manifest in various forms, such as avoiding accidents, recovering quickly from illnesses, or being in the right place at the right time. It is a sign that you are under the special care and guardianship of Allah. Consider the moments when you narrowly escaped danger, or when something happened that seemed to defy logic and explanation. These experiences reinforce the belief that Allah is watching over you and protecting you from harm. Reflecting on the story of Prophet Ibrahim, a.s., who was miraculously protected from the fire into which he was thrown, we see a powerful example of divine protection. Despite the intense heat, Allah made the fire cool and safe for Ibrahim, demonstrating His power and care. Remember, unexplainable protection from harm is a sign of Allah's guardianship over you. By recognizing and appreciating these moments, you can deepen your trust in His protection. Conclusion. Recognizing the signs of being anointed by God can provide clarity and direction in your life. Whether it's a strong sense of purpose, heightened spiritual insight, inner peace, the ability to inspire others, extraordinary empathy, divine interventions, or unexplainable protection from harm, these signs are indicators of Allah's special favor and guidance. Remember the words of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, "Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear." This saying reminds us that Allah's guidance and protection are always with us, helping us navigate the challenges of life. Reflect on these signs in your own life and consider how they might be pointing you towards your divine purpose. Embrace them with gratitude and trust in Allah's plan for you. By recognizing and appreciating these signs, you can strengthen your faith and fulfill your unique role in this world. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content for you. May Allah guide and bless you on your journey.